Hello, hyperspace. My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because in this video, we're going to discuss how to deal with toxic teammates. And if you don't know what a toxic teammate is, it's basically those guys who just straight up suck in the video game. They never play their role, they always die too much, they never get any kills, and they're just not a good player. Now, a few videos ago, quite a while back actually, I made a video saying how to deal with these toxic teammates in Call of Duty. And for COD, you just gotta go your own way, don't rely on them, become a sniper, stay solo, or just be your own lone wolf and start picking off enemies on your own. However, in Overwatch, it's completely different because this is a team-based shooter, and you need your teammates to get your back. So if you got that one teammate, it can possibly cost your entire team the loss. So how do you deal with that? Well, there are three things you can do to deal with toxic teammate. It's assisting them to get the kills. That's number one. So when you assist a teammate to get the kill, let's say for example you are a Reinhardt. The bad teammate is, let's say, using McCree. Just stay by McCree, defend him, and you're going to get points for blocking enemy damage, and he's still going to get points by getting kills. So it like works hand in hand. You're helping him become a better player if that's what he's interested in, and you still get something out of it. So you can either assist him getting the kills, kind of works, you don't even have to play defender, just as long as you get their back and making it simple for them to get the kills, so you can get something out of it. You get those assist points while he gets the kill. Another thing you can do is use them as a decoy. Oh yeah, now I do this quite a bit. Now what I mean use them as a decoy is, you see that they have no idea what they're doing. They just charge up in the battlefield. And if you see those guys who just charge up in the battlefield, just stay close to them. When they get jumped by the enemies, or while they're being jumped by the enemies, that's when you make your move and start picking off some enemies, then retreat before the enemies see you. Just use them as a quick little decoy, like a little punching bag the enemies can mess with, and then when the enemies are having their fun with him, you go off and pick off some enemies and then run away before you spot it. Really simple, really evil, really effective. And the last thing you can do to deal with these toxic teammates is just to work around them. Now when I mean work around them, it's like see what they're doing. If they have no idea what they're doing and you can't use them as a decoy, there's no hope in even bothering supporting these guys, so just go solo. Pick a healer and start healing the guys who are taking damage. If your team already has a healer, then just take somebody who's already playing their role on the battlefield. So it's like, it never hurts to play another attacker. So let's say if your team already has a Genji, or your team already has a 76, and they're already playing their role to the full extent, take another attacker, take like a McCree and help out the good player who's playing 76. And just completely ignore the toxic teammate. Let him die off, let him do his own thing. You guys are still probably going to lose, but at least you get your own points and you still level up because you're helping out the good teammates. Now if your team just straight up sucks all around, which happened to me a couple of times. I've been put with these players who are just straight up terrible. Instead of leaving the game, you take a healer, even if your team already has a healer. Now the reason I say this is because your team sucks, they're dying too much, they're receiving too much damage, so just take a healer who can heal from a safe distance, like Ana or Zenyatta. Just stay in the back, heal them off, and yeah, you guys are gonna lose because your team sucks, but you're still getting XP for healing. And, you might get a couple quick saves here and there with your ultimates when maybe if you're actually good enough, or if your team actually winds up having some kind of turnaround, you can pull off a win with these bad teammates. And it's very, very rare, but you're still going to be getting a lot of points from the healing. And on top of that, you will be doing a lot of healing because your team sucks. However, there's still one more thing you can do if your healing technique isn't working. Now, when you take healers, you need somebody to get your back to protect you, because, well, healers can't really protect themselves that well. If your team sucks to the point where they just don't defend you, and you see yourself constantly dying as a healer, you can take one more set of heroes that you don't need to rely on your team at all, and you can still go out there and get some kills, get some points, and level up. And these set of heroes are the flankers. That's Genji, Tracer, Sombra, those heroes who fall into the flanking category, because you don't really need your team support. You're always off on your own, you're always flanking, getting a couple of cheap kills here and there, or even giving them damages, and then the teammate finishes them off and you get the assist points. So if nothing is working, if you can't use them as a decoy, if you can't assist them with the kills, and even the healing technique isn't working because you keep getting picked off, take a flanker. Flank, get some cheap kills or assists, retreat, repeat. And you just continue doing that for the full game, and then, after the game, you leave the lobby and, find a new lobby. It's better to try these techniques instead of just leaving a game early, because when you leave a game early, you won't get the XP for that game, and then in the next game you join, you're going to see yourself starting from the very bottom again. So, try out these techniques, at least get the XP for that game, and then, try a new lobby and see where that takes you. So if you liked the video and you find this little tip handy, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavontosMan. I'll leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. It's almost over. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day.
Thanks. Armor up.
Enemy in sight.
Fire in the hole! And I said I'd never meant it.
We need to protect the objective.